You see, Weasley, unlike some, my father can afford the best.
At least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudblood.
Hello and welcome to the second video of the Hermione Granger project. In the first project we traced and animated Hermione. Well, we mostly traced. The animation usually comes later on. So in this video we'll be doing Draco Malfoy. Now with Draco Malfoy there was three parts of him. It was this front view that you're looking at, the view from the back, and a close-up shot of him. So it's three videos in one, but I've made sure to compress them so that each video is about I think 6 minutes or 8 minutes. So all in all it came to 15 minutes or 16 minutes rather in total. Now with Draco Malfoy, compared to the to Ron or Hermione that we did in the first video, I felt like he didn't exactly look like the character, and I felt like I kinda did force his character, and I think that was partly because I wasn't feeling too well, and I think I had already gone so far in doing Hermione and Ron. I didn't want to delay the project, so I think I went for him. I think it could have been better. The results are okay, but I definitely think I could have done better. With the background characters, I also traced and animated the goons, or his, yeah, that's what you call them, right? His henchmen. But I'm not gonna show them in this video just because I don't think it was necessary, and I think it would make the video longer. So what I did was I did record their character, but it's I'm not gonna post it. Maybe in the future, or when I'm doing bonus content or something, or when I've run out of things to trace. So with this one I'll be doing Draco Malfoy. Now I was just thinking about this scene. I don't know, like this guy, the way he says mudblood, I swear this guy would call you the N-word. It just feels like the way he says it. You filthy little mudblood. Yes, that was deep. I'm not even like a wizard, and I felt that. I was like, damn, that's savage. And you can see like the look on Hermione's face when he says that, like the way she's hurt, she's angry, she's offended, it's all those emotions. And I think, yeah, the acting, they killed it, and these were child actors at the time, and I thought that was amazing. So here you can see it's the usual detail, like it's just the shadows around his eyes. The struggle with Malfoy here was his hair. It's because he's got that bleached blonde hair. It was hard for me to make out what was going on. Like I struggled tracing. I was like, wait, is this the hairline of his hair? What is it? And I don't know, it looked weird. I wasn't too pleased with it, but again, in the end, I guess I was pleased. Not really. Why am I lying to myself? I wasn't happy. He needs to change his hair color. But otherwise, yeah, this project was a fast one, and again, I think maybe that's the problem. I wasn't too pleased with some of the things. I think I'll tell you the problem I had. So the problem is that I had caught up with the list of all the things that I wanted to trace and animate, and I really struggled finding a new idea to do. Usually I finish this project in advance, so luckily I had so much time to think about it, and unfortunately when I got to this project I didn't have enough time, so I was like, okay, let me do something. So that's why I'm always consistently saying, if you guys have any ideas that you'd like me to do, then please feel free and I'll get to them. It might not be immediately, but I do get to them. And yeah, with this one I ran into a problem of where I really didn't know what I wanted to trace and animate. And you can imagine there's so many movies and series out there, but I really couldn't think of anything. And actually, wait a second, things are starting to come back to mind. What I wanted to do was trace and animate Aquaman. Yes, now I remember. I wanted to trace and animate Aquaman, and I searched the movie, and I went to Google looking for good images, but I couldn't find anything that was worth tracing and animating. But I did go to DeviantArt, and I found this really sweet picture of Aquaman and Mira, and I wanted to ask permission to trace and animate, because I don't feel good about tracing and animate something that's not a movie but from someone else without permission. So what I did was I sent this guy an email. I was like, hey, I found your artwork. I was hoping that you would allow me to trace and animate this, but he didn't get back to me by the time that I needed to start working on a project. So I'm hoping that he will respond. I'm not really holding my breath, but I hope he responds so that I can trace it. And reason being is that I really want to do an underwater scene. That's another reason. So if you've made it to the 5-minute mark, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button. Help me grow my channel. My goal is to reach 50 subscribers. Right now we are at 20 subscribers, so thank you so much. I'll address the 20 subscribers in the next video. And yeah, and I remember, I think in the last video I said I would speak about like my experiences so far with YouTube, and I think I've run into a problem where I think every video I do will be the breakout video. I keep thinking like, yeah, this video is the one. And I promise you, literally every video that I do, I'm like, this video, it's gonna blow up, it's gonna get tons and tons of views. And then it gets like 10, 20, and I'm like, the next one for sure. So I'm happy that the motivation is still there. And I hope to grow. And the funny thing is that you come out, I think everyone when they start YouTube, they have intentions about making a channel that you're doing it for the sake of doing it because you enjoy your craft, you enjoy what you're doing. And I think that should be the core of your values, if I can put it, because if that core like deteriorates, then you're in trouble. So for me, like I did start doing this thing, like trying to share my animation experiences and skills, and doing something that I love, and doing something that I couldn't find on YouTube. But eventually I think you do get obsessed with the numbers. You want to grow. You tell yourself that no, I'm not doing for the subscribers, but you know that you are, and you might lie to yourself that you're not, but the numbers do affect you. So far I'm not too affected. I was before, but I think after 30 videos, like, it's not much of a bigger deal as it was. I would like to grow, but my expectations are not like I'll blow up overnight, and there's always, it's not a risk, but there's always a possibility that you'll never blow up. That's just the sad reality of it, is that sometimes you can put all the effort that you want, you can put all the time you want, you can watch tutorials, you can watch the videos about growing your channel, but I feel like it's not really up to you. It's about if people find what you do interesting. So I don't think it's up to you. Even if what you're making is good, you technically can't decide that people should enjoy this. So that's one of the things that I'm learning, is that just because I enjoy something doesn't mean that other people will enjoy it as well. And I think that's a point where it is hurtful, to be honest, because you generally want people to enjoy what you enjoy, right? But at the same time, you can't have an entitled attitude where you expect people just to watch something because you do it. I think that's a what's the saying? A slippery slope. That's what happens. You spiral down into this entitlement attitude, and things might not work out for you. So I think I'm still trying to reach my goals, trying to hopefully make YouTube a big part of my life. But at the same time, I need to realize that I can do everything in my power and it might not work out, and that's still okay. I think that's the biggest thing to realize, that it's okay if things doesn't work out. You always have to realize that. But I do hope it'll work out. And I realize that I've been talking so much that I don't even know which character we're on now. I feel like, so we're working on Malfoy's back part, and with this time lapse, I think with this whole Harry Potter project, I haven't really talked about the details of me doing this characters, and I think I just wanted to share my experiences with you if you're interested. And I know in the next projects I'll probably go more into details on what exactly I was doing during the project. So here, if I'm talking a little bit about the project, I was just separating the characters so that I could get the colors, because the front view of Malfoy was already done. I don't need to almost reference the colors from the original image. I can just trace the few things and then just copy the colors from the video. or from the existing character. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're at the 10-minute mark, and if you've seen my previous videos, at the 10-minute mark, that's when I give like a little keyword for the projects, for me to know that you've made it this far, because not a lot of people make it this far. So I truly do appreciate it if you've made it this far. Please consider subscribing, give me that like button, or hit that like button. And yeah, the keyword for this project here, we're gonna use what should we use? I'm thinking, what can we use for the keyword? Let's go with I can't think of anything. Let's go with what movie is this? Is the Chamber of Secrets. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything. Put in Chamber of Secrets in the comments below. That's how I know you got this far. And yeah, that's how I can tell. So if you've made it this far, I truly appreciate you making it this far. I know I've spoken a lot, spoken my rubbish and whatnot, but I truly do appreciate if you've made it this far. Please consider checking out the other stuff in the other videos. Got lots of content on the channel, almost anything you can think of. Not really, but it should be on my videos. So here you can see this is the front view of Draco that I was doing, and I felt like when I was doing this, I kinda ran past through it. I was kinda rushing. I don't know why. No, well, I do know why. I wasn't feeling too well, but it was a definitely rushed project. So I hope that in the future I won't have any projects that I feel rushed, and I can take it easy and not force myself. And the weird thing is that I did have enough time, to be honest, lots of time to do these projects, because I do my projects in advance. So I don't do this project for it to be uploaded the next week. I've got 2 weeks in advance. So an example, if you're watching this right now, there's already a project that I'm uploading this video. So this video gets uploaded 2 weeks after I record, if that makes sense. Yeah. So every project that I do is always 2 weeks in advance. So that's the amazing part. I have so much leeway to do all the things that I want to do and take all the time that I want to do with the projects. So yeah. So with Draco, yeah, not much going on. I think it's mostly the standard stuff that I go through with every project. I don't know what much more to say about him, apart from he's really a problem child. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But yeah, and then again with Draco, there was no test animation with him, and that's because there was too many characters for me to do a test animation, because it's pointless. If you've got one character, then I can test him out. But usually if it's more than one, I already know it'll work out, because I kinda plan it in my head how I want to do it. So with this one, there wasn't a test animation, but I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that. I like to give closure. So what I will do is that before this video ends, I'll be like, yeah, this blah 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 blah. This is the video. It's coming to an end, and I hope that you're enjoying it. Okay, so here you can see we've got Draco here, just adding more details, adding his back hair, and I think I also had fun doing the outlines of his hair, just like those little details, and that was really pretty awesome. So here you can see I didn't add the wrinkles like by his mouth there, so I thought he didn't look too pissed in the final animation, but I did think about adding it, but I didn't think it would look too well. For me, I was like, nah, it's not gonna look too good, so I decided not to. Alright, so here you can see just adding the colors, getting there. You can see he's looking good. I'm pleased with the results. Well, at the time it's weird because in the first video I said I wasn't too pleased with the result, and in this video I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look so bad, but absolutely he could have been done better, and it's all practice. I'm sure in the future videos I definitely feel like I can do better, I can improve, and I probably will improve. I have felt an improvement lately, especially in terms of speed. I feel like these projects are getting done faster and faster, and I suppose I don't want to make it about quantity. At the end of the day, I think it would be better to do quality videos than quantity, because you can do like a quantity, but people may not watch all the videos that you do. They'll just watch the ones that resonate with them and the ones that they feel like actually a lot of work was put into this one. So yeah, so I'll try to work more on quality. I think the speed is there already, so I'm pleased with that. So now you can see it's almost done. So we're coming to the close of the project. Again, this is the part where I just say my final thoughts. Could have done better. That's my final thoughts with this video. I think I could have done better. I do attribute it. I don't want to make excuses saying that I was sick, but you know, I did have a lot of time, but I did rush it to some extent, and I think at some points maybe I could improve, and I should just watch out not to put too much pressure on myself. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for making it this far. Please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, leaving a comment or a request. I do take those, and I'll catch you guys in the final project, or in the final video of this project. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.